Hi, I'm Kelvin, more commonly known as Mai Tuo.
Hi, I'm Max.
Hi, I'm Keith.
Hi, my name is Guang Rong.
Hi, my name is Nicholas.
I'm Brennan.
Hi, I'm Keon.
Hi, I'm Joey.
我叫阿友 Plaster 的。
My name is Anson. I'm from Excel Hardware.
I'm Chris, co-founder of Orastone Private Limited.
Hi, I'm Howard.
我是刘亮。
我的名叫洪。
Hi, everybody. My name is Kiet, and I'm Guang Rong's bunkmate from Army. Okay, kidding.
Why I started this company? Cause at that point was COVID. My previous company, EL Print, right, still operational, took a big hit. When I was operating my previous business, right, it's a want business. So we have needs, we have want. So for event apparels, right, that one will fall under the want. But for renovation, everyone who buy sell a house more or less will need renovation. So that one falls into the need category. With a little bit of experience, because I used to renovate my own offices, I got restaurants, I got factory before. With that experience, I stepped in and tried to make the industry a bit more transparent, a bit more professional, a bit more structured. And here we are today at our 5th year mark.
So I know Mai Tuo for very long already. Ever since I think 2017 or 2016, I know him. So we have been keeping in touch. Then one random night, he decided to call me and ask me whether I'm interested to become an interior designer. So I told him I'm not interested to become a full-time interior designer, but interested to open an ID firm. That's how we actually come together and decided to work things out. At the same time, my now current house was actually collecting keys. So that's where I actually experienced the first project, which is also my house.
Kelvin is my childhood friend. So we grew up together in the same neighborhood. We played basketball, color catching, block catching, whatever, you name it, right? Then we have always been in touch with each other. We have hung out almost every day in the past. Now he's obviously so busy now, right? I was doing tuition. So my tuition business was affected by COVID, obviously. And then his printing business was also affected. And he said, hey kid, why not we try something new? So by a stroke of luck, destiny, fate, whatever you call that. And here we are, together doing SG Interior.
It was during the reservice that I met Chung Kiet. During a reservice, you have nothing to do, like it's just that boring. I saw him super busy, every day replying contractors, every day texting them, voice message. I was like, looks quite fun there.
老大，你还在727阳摩 Q 吗？
没有了咯，我走了咯。
他们专门的说有一片钻掉。
有一片断掉啊 ，OK， 可以，我现在过去看一下。
啊，等你再 update 我啊 ，Thank you，拜。
可以。
I was like, oh, let me try. I also want to try that. So I decided to ask him what was it about, and I was asking him like, what's the status now? How is it starting? Is it new? Is it a very, very old firm, that kind of thing? And then he said they just started doing it, and they have no idea whether it's gonna go well, it's gonna do well, and anything. And then I wanted to be part of something that was growing, that was new, and that's when I asked him to pass Kelvin's contact to me. And I texted Kelvin, but he didn't reply me. So he asked me for my phone number, I gave him phone number. He didn't contact me the next day. So I asked Chung Kiet for the number of Kelvin so that I can text him. So I basically pestered him to get it, yeah.
I was actually previously from another design firm, and Max actually approached me back then 4 years ago to we set up SG Interior MK together.
So the worst memory I will say is actually our old showroom. So our old showroom actually is very dimly lit.
Our showroom was really dark. It's really different from what we have today.
So basically when we run through material selection or whatnot with our clients, we actually need to use torchlight.
It doesn't look like a showroom. It looks very shady, it looks very scary. At night it's also very dark. So
to me, honestly, until today, I was still quite amazed at how we actually sign clients and how we actually go through the entire material selection and whatnot in our old showroom.
it's a big surprise that we are able to still close about 1 million sales back then in that showroom. Clients were still ready to put their faith in us, to design their houses and everything. So we are really very thankful for this, for trusting us back then also.
Then a memory to be really fond of, it can be quite funny also, is how Kelvin actually taught me how to renovate my house. I'm not supposed to hack my kitchen flooring, or I don't need to hack my kitchen flooring, but he told me to go and hack my kitchen flooring. Yeah, so that's quite a fond memory for me until now.
Yeah, you see, we don't know what we don't know. Max house, maybe memorable for him.
I believe everybody's worst memory of this industry is definitely their first sight.
For my one, right, when I was still learning, my first project, right, there was supposed to be a senior bringing me along for the entire project. The senior helped out with quotation and a lot of things. So end up, right, the project lost money, that's one. Second thing, the senior never appeared at the site even once. So that site was a very rush site. It's a 5-bedroom resale. I had 5 weeks to sort out a full reno. Sort out the schedule, and because I don't know what I don't know, I was on site every single day for 37 days. That one was very memorable, yeah. But after that experience, I know how not to run the company. So now we try our best to structure whatever we can to offload the entire learning process.
One thing I would say that I feel that the company has stayed true from the start until now is our commitment for service, our commitment for quality work. And of course, the most important thing that I really think is really very important in the industry is transparency.
Same thing. I think SG Interior, we always value transparency. Yeah, so that's something that we always tell our clients as well, to always be transparent in our pricing in terms of how we actually do things and stuff.
Which is one of the reasons also why they started the company.
I think in terms of taking care of its employees also.
How the company treats us. Yeah, they are always willing to give more than they take.
I think since the start until now, our company hasn't changed in the way that we are treated as employees. Our bosses have always had a focus on ensuring that we grow together as a company, yeah, instead of so-called throwing us out there to survive on our own.
So that's something that you don't really see in other companies, most of the companies outside.
I still strongly believe in one thing. Your company is only well if your guys are doing well. That's in terms of, I think, company perspective, financially lah. So 你的人赚到钱，你的公司才算好。
This industry is not a very easy to work in industry. There are a lot of harder challenges. There are a lot of companies out there that have a bad reputation and all. So we try our best to really minimize all these things and then to continue serving to the greatest of our ability.
Discipline. So I think that for SG Interior Design, our IDs actually, they are quite disciplined and quite well mannered.
What would you say?
Pui!
Inspiring. Okay, a company is made up of not just us, it's the managers, the individuals, the admin team, the marketing team, so many people involved, right? When I see so many gears at work, working towards a common goal to grow the company together, it warms my heart and it really inspires me to keep doing what I'm doing and to improve myself.
Family?
Culture. Honestly, I really love the entire company culture and I hope that this can still follow through entirely.
Consistency. So the most important thing is what we are doing, we constantly improve ourselves, and it has been consistent through years of performance as a proof.
Of course, there are a lot of challenges. Like what we always say that the ID industry is always
a very high learning curve.
Yeah, the learning curve is always very steep. At the start where I know nothing about creating code and everything, I still remember my very first code. I went to Mac's house at about 10 to 11 p.m. Line by line, word for word, he guided me one by one to type out the entire code. By the time we finished, it was about 3 to 4 a.m. He was practically dozing off at the table. Back then, I really don't know anything, right? So every single line, what to write, what to type is guided by him, one by one. I have to credit the patience that and the guidance from him back then to things like this that really helped me to get to where I am today.
Talking with clients, presentations, doing sales, especially as a new ID, without much site experience or portfolio to showcase. And also, I didn't come here as a natural salesperson. I've never done sales in my entire life before joining SG Interior.
When we are starting out as a company, I would say that we were nobody in the industry. Not many people know us, not many suppliers know us. So back then, it was really hard to get people to work together for us. I mean, with us and for us. We have to really convince people that we are a serious company. Not as easy as what we have now today. At least I think with the reputation that we have now, it's easier to get suppliers to work together with as compared to the start.
Hopefully we can all grow together and all have a comfortable career, and even so, maybe our company can IPO in 5 years. Who knows?
It's already in the pipeline. These are things that normally y'all won't see. For y'all know I process payment every week I'm the CFO I map the budget, I map the financials But one other role that I hold on to, which we always have discussion with the bosses, right, is the long-term strategy, and we are actually in the midst of a lot of things, and hopefully we can tell y'all all the good news soon. But in 5 years' time, ideally we should be on Singapore Stocks Exchange.
In 5 years' time, I hope, of course, we can grow even further. We can have more showrooms, we can have bigger showrooms, we can have bigger office, and of course, the eventual goal, of course, is to have our own building. So that's when the entire building belongs to us, right?
That's exactly what I wanted to say. Yeah, I think we had this convo before about having our own building with a swimming pool at the top level, entertainment room, and then individual levels for each of our teams.
So on behalf of the company, right, we want to thank Brandon and Nicholas for their contribution to the future 5th and 7th floor. So part of it can be taken out from the commission. Thank you!
5 years from now, I hope that we can still all be together, one big family, doing our best in the best of health, mentally and physically. I think that's very important, and to be happy.
从他们刚开始一出来的时候，我们就跟他合作了。
我们合作了大概有5年。
他其实是我们刚开始出来做的时候，一直跟我们到现在的一个承包商了，所以是一个很 steady 的一个木工。
Thank you, thank you.
我们合作关系有5年了。
看他们这个公司啊，老板啊也是很有心的去做，从他们不会到现在很快5年了，一转眼也学了很多东西，慢慢在进步。慢慢在提升，我们跟他合作也很开心。
跟马一朵合作了一场过后，就认识 Get 了，Get 就加入了。
对，我还记得那个是我跑的第一场，我给他骂。
没有骂啦，
这个是一个真实的东西，我要讲，这个其实没有人知道的，就是我记得是一个星期六早上，我们是做一间公寓，然后这间公寓就是可能它的那个需求。就比较复杂一点嘛，然后我又刚刚开始，我是新手啊，我也什么都不知道，所以我就打给亮，可能他那天早上也是有点烦，还是还没有睡醒啊，他就讲，哎呀，这么麻烦，你不要做我的工了啦。所以我跟他讲，你这么麻烦，我不要做你的工了啦，改次你找别人做。结果还不是做了5年，
没办法，合作了过后就 get 的人也不错啦。
哇，谢谢谢谢，在镜头面前一定要这样讲，对不对？
不对啊，都是 OK 的。这5年来哦，我讲真的，讲从心里讲出来，是 SG Interior 真的是没有话讲，真的是太老板好，股东们也很好啊，经理也不错，都会一一去了解我们的状况，什么问题，然后payment问题也从来没有这种问题过，所以这个是我们做 contractor 最想要的东西，就是这样的了。
啊，有这个重点，你这个公司。最完美的是出粮很准，这个肯定少不到我们，因为我们员工很多，我们要现金流嘛，每个礼拜都要周转。这个公司SG Interior 帮到我们很多，他的钱每个礼拜都来了，哇，真的是这个是新加坡 No.1， 一流，真的一流，新加坡第一个，因为我做25个 ID 啊，大概啊，你们出钱是最美的，坦白讲啊，拿手啊，来高高，出钱第1名。这个我赞同。
在 SG Interior 做 SG Interior 工，真的是没有什么压力啦。每一个收工都很好，很好相处，也没有觉得有什么不好的东西啦。笑了。
OK。帮我剪这段出来，每次他发我就直接发一个。你自己讲啊，没有压力。
是没有压力啦，别见也很压力嘞。
Oh, I think it was last Christmas. Brandon actually reached out to us to do compact ornaments, and then to see it actually come true, and then to hang it on your Christmas tree. I think we are very thankful to have us part of your memorable journey and festivities.
I felt anxiety when I cannot help designer to settle issue. So everything must be quick. So that makes me feel that ID is this kind of culture. But when I met SG Interior, they don't have this anxiety to us. Yeah, they say it's okay, answer. I know probably there's some delivery issues, there might be some job site service issues that you all cannot settle like immediately. It's okay, we have some leeway times, and this made us feel as a vendor very appreciated, and we really felt really, genuinely very 感激呀。
come, thank you.
那个 memory together 这个回忆啊。
他会，这个是我们2个之间的。 你觉得？
我觉得 Get 哦是一个很好的朋友，你懂吗？我们可以聊到不关工作的东西，也可以开到很大的玩笑，都不会生气的一个朋友。所以我觉得这个是一个很好，可以很值得交的朋友。他也会，好像有时候英文差不会，我也会问他，他也会教我嘞。So 是 OK 了，不过他讲他是数学老师，有时也会算错。
哎，这个镜头可以讲吗？这个。
How have you seen me grow over my time here, and what are you most proud of me?
I remember, so she mentioned that, alright, she showed me a lot of good designs, a lot of nice designs. And I think the question that she asked me was that all these designs are very nice. All these designs are something that I want to create, I want to be able to do. But she felt, or she had this worry that, will I ever be able to have to see this in reality? Will I ever be able to be given a chance to even design or do up a house, something like that? And I think I told her like, you know what, don't worry, just like make sure you get your process right, make sure you get your designs there, just continue pitching to clients, continue pushing on, and I'm sure one day you'll be able to do it, right? And I think, I don't know whether she realizes it, but I feel that over the past 1 year or past 1.5 years, I feel that the houses or the sites that she's been doing are actually the kind of houses that she wanted to design when she first joined. That's what I realized lah. And I think that's something that I feel very proud of, that she's able to, sort of see her visions or her I would say dreams, but her ideal designs or the designs that she likes come into reality.
Very touched, I want to cry already.
Is there anything you'd like to say to him? 所以，这个问题就是我有什么话想要对你说？有钱一起赚，有首尾一起找。
合作愉快。
What is your proudest moment as a boss?
My proudest moment will be, I'm always perceived as a discipline master in the company, sad to say. My proudest moment is when my ID tells me that actually I am the one who they get along better. They get along very well, and they are more than happy to approach me for anything.
I would say is to really see people making a career out of this, like how they come through as someone who zero ID background to successfully handing over their first project, to successfully receiving compliments from their clients and stuff. This is something that I really feel proud as a boss as well, to see the ID growth and everyone doing well as well.
In the past, I think it will be the moment where I bought the Rolex for Guang Rong, Max and Kit. Yeah. And weirdly, this interview here got some magic. This moment feels quite magical. I don't know why. Yeah, maybe because I wasn't part of this creative process. Yeah. And to be here sitting in front of the camera, which is what I commonly do, but it's a little bit emotional to actually reach this stage and yeah, see everyone.
Congratulations for the 5 years. To me, 5 years is actually a big milestone. We are proud to being part of the journey with you guys. Yeah.
As usual, I would like to wish all of you constantly heng on hua啦！
在这里有诚心诚意对 SG Interior 的团队、老板、全部幕后的工作 admin 也好，加油！大家一起努力上市啊，给它上市，我们一起给它上市 ，OK？ 就是这样，我也会努力。
SG Interior 越做越好，他活水我跟着活水。
Happy birthday, SG Interior!
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 Happy birthday, SG Interior!